wheels right, and in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Right, ready to send this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Ravens headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Putting a receiver in motion. First down, here's Lamar. Has it downfield, working the left. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Pistol snap to Jackson. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. They gain nothing on second down, and it sets up third and a long way to go. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Now looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. You are not going to see a better punt than that. He picked the perfect angle, and it flies out of bounds at the 1. No chance at a return. We see the Ravens making their way out now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
The give here on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
On 1st down, Jackson. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Lamar out of the pistol. This one finds Taylor. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Baltimore.
Lamar off the play fake. He's got a man left. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Lamar throwing again. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Jackson's going to throw again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. And again, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down throw for Jackson. He throws a bullet to the center of the... He's got it deep downfield. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we've reached the halftime break, and I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. Right, ready to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Jackson, quick pass wide. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Allen on the catch.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. He'll try it left with Allen. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. He'll throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
This is Allen on the give. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Throwing it into the hands of Olave. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
They'll run here on first down. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Here's second and 11. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Lamar now from the gun. Cut out left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Andrew Cooper there to make the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the gun, Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Jackson to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the second time this game. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. That punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 19. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got two options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Another try following the sack. Complete out to the right side. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
He has the first over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Got his target, it's Higgins. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Higgins makes the catch. And he's able to get this down to the 36. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. It is cut left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Olave. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints cut the lead down to 10. They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He'll try and pick this up on the ground. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. He gets 3 on the run, and now a couple of options for him on 4th down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Here comes the Saints offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Finds his target, Allen. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick pass to the right side, cut. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Ravens moments away from their 4th win of the year. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Lamar out of the pistol. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
They'll run now on 2nd down. Room to run inside the 20. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
And right back into the end zone he goes. So one play, it's a touchdown. Then the next for 2, and he's extended their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints ready to return their... First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's a give up the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They send a man in motion. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Baltimore. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer mistakes and turnovers going to win a lot of football games. They kept the football, they forced a couple of turnovers, and that was a big part of the difference in this one.